Welcome to Impact Tuesday. And the word this week is God can tear down those walls that stand in your way. And while reflecting on the book of Joshua and the children of Israel as they reached Jericho, the land that God promised them, the walls of Jericho stood between them and God's best for them. The walls of Jericho kept them out of where God wanted them to be. The walls of Jericho kept them from having what God had ordained for them to get, what God tore them down. God has the power to tear down those walls that are standing in your way, those walls that are hindering you from getting your breakthrough. And God wants you to know today that whatever wall that stands in your way, whatever wall that is preventing you from getting your breakthrough, He has the power to tear them down. Those walls of victimization and injustice, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of discrimination and favoritism, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of low self-esteem, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of fear and doubt, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of sin and shame, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of unforgiveness, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of unemployment and poverty, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of spite and grudge, God has the power to tear them down. Those walls of hurt, God has the power to tear them down. And there are two key lessons that we can learn from Israel. Number one, your obedience matters. It is in your obedience that you would experience your breakthrough. Because Israel had to obey God, even if it seemed unconventional, even if it seemed impossible, even if it didn't make sense. They had to obey God by marching around those walls 7 times. Whatever God promises, He fulfills. And if you're going to see a breakthrough, if you're going to see your walls come down, your obedience matters. And two, the result, your breakthrough may not come instantly. It may not come at once, but keep marching until you see a breakthrough. Keep marching and wait on the Lord. Because their breakthrough, Israel's breakthrough, didn't come the first time they marched around, not the second, not the third, not the fourth. They had to wait until the 7th time. And God is saying, be patient and trust God. And I pray that God gives you that patience you need. So if you're listening to me right now, don't lose hope. Don't be discouraged. Don't be intimidated right now. Don't be depressed. Because whatever wall that stands in your way, God has the power to break them down and let you see and let you experience your breakthrough.